How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today, guys, we are going to be doing something a little bit different, but it's a video that's been very popular on my channel over the past few years. I've done this before on previous FIFAs and it's gone down really well, so I thought I'd do it again this year. And we are going to be looking today at a full team of regens. If you don't know what a regen is, or you don't even know how to find one, I'm going to be explaining that to you right now, just so that you understand before we get into the team what a regen is and the process that you should use to find these regens. So to those who don't know what a regen is, to begin with, a regen is a regenerated player of a real player in the game that has retired, and they are regenerated back into the game, into the league that they ended up retiring in. So let's just go for an example here. We're going to be going with Lionel Messi, and let's just say that he retired at Barcelona. 9 times out of 10, he is going to end up retiring at Barcelona. And if he does end up retiring there, we are going to be looking in the next season for a regenerated player of Lionel Messi. And we want to be looking for an Argentine in La Liga who is a right wing. Of course, that's the playing position that Messi does have. And as you do go into the next season and you do end up searching for the player eventually, an important note to have is that these regenerated players have random skill moves, random weak foot, and they also have, well, random stats as well. They're random players, they're regenerated players. They're not going to have the stats exactly that the normal player did end up having. So let's just say Messi's regen, we're going to be searching for him now, and of course we are going to be going to La Liga and we're looking for an Argentine right wing. There you have it, there is Messi's regen, a 16-year-old called Gabriel Lama, and he does play for Athletic Bilbao. That is a fantastic name, that really is. Good one on EA for choosing that name. That really was something that did end up making me laugh. But to find the regen and to know that it is Messi's regen, we need to look at the preferred positions. That is the most important thing. You're going to want to add the player to the shortlist, and then you're going to want to look at the preferred position. For Messi, it was right wing and centre forward, and the way that we can check that is go on SoFIFA, and you saw there earlier that I did have a little screen cap of SoFIFA, and you can see that they do match up. The playing positions do match up, so it is indeed Messi's regen. And we are also going to be going and looking at a couple of other examples as well. We're not just going to be going with the one example of Messi. We're going to go with a few other players as well. And we're going to be going with Steven Gerrard and also Tim Cahill. You can do this with any player whatsoever that ends up retiring in the game. You can look for them. You can look for their regens. They will be there. And the most important thing, more than anything, is making sure that you keep tabs on these players and the leagues that they do end up retiring in, because just because they're at a team at the start of career mode doesn't mean they'll end up in the same league or the same team. Obviously the teams don't matter, it's the league that they're in that matters, because they'll just be placed into any random team in that league that they ended up retiring in. And right here I did have a little bit of an interesting one really. We found 2 identical players in the same league with the same potential. Both of them were English, and it was a little bit of a dilemma, to be honest. I wasn't really too sure what to expect. I was only expecting one English central midfielder in the MLS, but I ended up finding 2 of them. Both of them seemed exact replicas of each other. They both had the exact same preferred positions of playing positions, and in the end it was a little bit difficult to decide which one was Gerrard's regen, but it was very easy to find Tim Cahill's regen. Of course, again, the playing positions do help, and he is a striker and a central midfielder, Tim Cahill. Very easy to find. He retired in the Championship. His regen is in the Championship. It's not really that hard to find. And that is basically the process that you use to find the regens in the first place. And hopefully now you know how to find these regens, and you will be able to find them yourselves, and you will be able to put them into your career modes. But now that I've shown you the process of how to find regens and what regens actually are, we are finally going to be jumping into the full team of regens. We're going to be looking at the best players in career mode and the best regens that they do end up having. But we are going to start off this regen team with the goalkeeper, the best goalkeeper in the game and the best regen goalkeeper that you can get, Manuel Neuer's regen. He's 91 overall at the age of 23. He has some very good stats as well, and considering he's only 23 years old, to be 91 overall, that really is ridiculous. We're then going to have another goalkeeper, and this is going to be Casillas' Regen. Looks very, very decent, to be honest. 85 overall at the age of 29. Then we're going to be having Dani Alves' Regen. 90 overall at the age of 28, and a very, very good right back. He also has 4-star skill moves as well. It's completely random though, the skill moves and weak foot. We then have Lichtsteiner's Regen, of course, the Juventus right back. He did end up getting to an 85 overall, but did end up declining. We then have Francesco Mascati. He will be a Chiellini's Regen. Very, very nice stats overall. Sam Wallace is going to be John Terry's Regen. 89 overall at the age of 30. And again, very, very nice physical stats. You'll see a lot of these Regens will have very, very nice physical stats. And I was very, very surprised, to be honest, to see that he ended up getting to an 89. Next player that we do have is Sergio Ramos' Regen. This is the final year of career mode, so unfortunately, he didn't get to the overall that I would have wanted him to get to, but that's because he did retire fairly late on in career mode. Then we do have Thiago Silva's Regen. Again, the same dilemma that I did have. He didn't end up retiring until quite a late age in career mode. Now we have Naldo's Regen. He was at an 87 overall at one point, but because of the age, he is 30 now. He's starting to decline a little bit. He's now down to an 85 overall. Sebastian Lenz is the Regen of Jerome Boateng. And again, very, very nice physical stats. He's only 19, and it is a shame that I couldn't get him to a higher overall, but it is the final year of career mode. Now we have Marcelo's Regen, a very, very nice left back, although he is only 80 overall. Jordi Alba's Regen. He is an 81 overall, and he's got some really good physical stats, to be honest. Good strength and some decent skill attributes as well. Sergio Busquets Regen. Very, very nice physical stats once again. Really, really good, well-rounded stats for a CDM. Then we have Philips Lahm's Regen. And again, a very, very nice player physically. He can play CDM, right back and CM. That's how you know that he is Philipp Lahm's Regen. And one of the more impressive players of the team is going to be Cohen Lenz. Look at these physical stats. All of them are in the dark greens. It really is very impressive. And he is, of course, Robin's Regen. He has 3-star weak foot, 3-star skills. Next player that we do have is Jack Dunn. He is going to be Gareth Bale's Regen. Very good physical stats, and again, I wish I could have had more time to grow him. Next player that we do have is going to be Xabi Alonso's Regen, actually. You would have thought that this might have been Iniesta's Regen, but it is, in fact, Xabi Alonso's Regen. Can play CM and CDM, left-footed, and also has 5-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves. Anthony Balde is the next player that we're going to be looking at. He is 89 overall at the age of 25. And he is going to be Ribery's Regen. Again, another player that does have 5-star weak foot and a very impressive looking player. We then have David Silva's Regen. 87 overall. Not quite getting to the 88 overall that David Silva does have. But still has some very, very nice passing stats. 96 vision. And some overall very, very good stats. 4-star skills and 5-star weak foot. Gabriel Lama, one of the best names I've ever seen on a Regen. He is going to be Lionel Messi's Regen. 26 million is his value, and again, amazing physical attributes. Really good finishing. You'd expect Messi's Regen to have good finishing, and he also, unfortunately, doesn't have 4-star skills or 4-star weak foot. Maximiliano Brum is the next player, 84 overall at the age of 23, and this is going to be Luis Suarez's Regen. We then have another striker who goes by the name of Rasmus Mustafa. He is 89 overall at the age of 30. If you haven't guessed who he is already, he is going to be Ibrahimovic's Regen. Again, really disappointing on the weak foot and the skill moves. Only 3-star for both of them. But he is 6 foot and he has some really, really good stats. 99 shot power, which is just absolutely insane. The next player is Tevez's Regen. Gaston Silva, 84 overall at the age of 26. Very, very nice stats once again. Then we have another really impressive player, and this is going to be Miguel Felipe Diaz de Castro. Ronaldo's Regen, in other words. 88 overall at the age of 24. 99 agility. Another 99 stat for one of our Regens. But this is how the team looks in the team management. We're going to be starting off with Neuer in goal. We're going with a 4-4-2 formation. Then we've got Chiellini and we've got John Terry at the back. Marcelo as the left back. We've got Dani Alves as the right back. We've got Robben as the right mid. We've got David Silva as one of the centre mids alongside Sergio Busquets. We then have Ribery's Regen out on the left mid. And up front we do have Ronaldo's Regen and also Ibrahimovic's Regen. But without further ado, let's get into the gameplay and let's see how a full team of Regens plays. Right, so we're going to start off the match here with a corner. And I think we're going to go ahead and take this one with Robben's Regen. And we'll try and get a good cross into the middle. And that is a pretty decent cross. And it's now fallen to Dani Alves' Regen. And that is a really good save by the goalkeeper there. And now we have another corner. This time we're going to whip it in with Ronaldo's Regen. We're going to get a good cross into the middle. And that is a really, really good header there. And it is going to be Robben's Regen leaping higher than the rest to put that header into the back of the net. And that really is an impressive leap there. A really good cross. A very good whip by Ronaldo's Regen. And that one goes into the back of the net. That was a good bit of skill. Now we're going to try and get this one wide. And it's going to be Robben's Regen doing really well here. We're going to slide through a pass here to Messi's Regen. He gets on the ball. This is some really good work. And he's going to go for a finesse shot. And that is a cracking goal by Messi's Regen. What a goal that is. A really, really nice finesse shot into the top left-hand corner. And even though this isn't Messi pulling this off, this is Messi's Regen. Certainly playing like Messi. Real finesse. And some brilliant bit of skill to get inside there. Beat the defender so easily. And the finish is just sublime, really. It's a fantastic goal. We played well in the first half. And I'm hoping we can get off to a good start here at the start of this second half. And we want to try and get a pass inside. Maybe get a 1-2 in. Messi's making a brilliant run there. And Messi's Regen gets the third goal of the game. And he's now on a brace. That is a fantastic finish. And for the second time, it will be Messi's Regen getting on the score sheet. And it was some lovely build-up play straight from kickoff. We did very well with that move. And it was played inside to Messi's Regen. And he has no trouble there finding the back of the net. It's a really good finish. And once again, he's being very clinical with the chances he's had. Right, you know what? I think it's time to do the deed. We're going to bring off Jack Dunn. I'm really done with him. I mean, he's done a lot in this match. And I can't really think of anything else that I can use as a pun for his name. But he does have some pretty good stats. He was impressive. Unfortunately, not able to get a goal for himself, though. Damn it, they got the ball back there. Now they're probably going to try and go forward. We want to try and win the ball if it's possible. And David Silva's Regen has done really well here. And that's a good pass by Messi's Regen into Ronaldo's Regen. And he gets the fourth goal of the game. And again, it's another really good finish by our Regen. It may be against an A-League defence. I do appreciate the guys who think that. But that is a really good finish nonetheless. Ronaldo's Regen gets a really Ronaldo-esque goal there. Outside the box. Really good curling effort. And again, these finesse shots seem to be golden with these Regens. We may be 4-0 up here, but I still want to get some more goals if it's possible. And we certainly look like we're about to get a good opportunity here. As Robben's Regen goes down this right-hand side and gets a really good cross into the middle. And that was a brilliant run by David Silva's Regen. Had to pick that one out. And in the end, it's a good header. And it's a good finish, beating the keeper to that one. I said earlier that 4 wasn't enough. I would really like to have 6 goals. And that would be fantastic here. Ronaldo's doing some great work. We're going to try and cut inside and maybe cross it into the middle. But we get taken out in the process. That's going to be a penalty. And we got a good chance here from the penalty spot to make it even more of an amazing scoreline. I think it's only fair that we give this one to Messi's Regen, aka the Llama himself. Can he get his hat-trick here from the penalty spot? We're going to go top left. Will he be able to score it? Yes, he will. That is a perfect penalty. That's how you take penalties. And that is a really good finish again. Getting his hat-trick now. And Messi's Regen really is mesmerising. Another finish from another shot on target. He's only had 3 shots on target and he's scored 3 goals in total. That really is pretty impressive. And that will be that. That's the end of the match here with the Regen team. We played really well in the match actually. We won 6-0. Messi's Regen getting a hat-trick, aka the Dalai Lama. And really good performance as well from the rest of the Regen team. certainly a very impressive performance that I was proud of. So guys, this is going to be the end of this Regen Team showcase. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, as it really does help out my channel, guys. And if you would like to see more videos with this Regen team, maybe like a Regen career mode mini series, then do let me know in the comments down below, guys. I also highly recommend that you go out and build yourself a Regen team, guys. It's a lot of fun and it's a fresh take on career mode, really. You know, you're not dealing with real players, but you're dealing with the real players, regenerated players. It is a lot of fun. I do recommend that you guys go and do it. Give it a go and let me know how it goes on for you guys. But apart from that, I'm going to have to leave it there. And I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.